We need that table for presentations later. Thank you. All right, so Aaron's going to start us out today. You got everything you need, right?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to. Please. All right, Aaron, whenever you are ready, bud.
Hi, I am Aaron Steele, and I am here to discuss the pros and cons of year-round school. The people that observe year-round school say it makes sense academically and would curb learning loss. State Rosedale District Superintendent states, Gary Hansen, students lose 2 months of math and 2 months of reading every year during the summer. This is called the summer slide. These numbers are how many people out of 17, before I showed the graphs, said they wanted year-round school. So 2 out of the 17 people said they wanted year-round school before I showed them the graphs. That's pretty low. After I showed them the graphs, 15 people I asked, 11 out of them said they wanted year-round school. So let's get to the graphs. These are graphs of achievement scores for year-round school and basic or traditional. So the kids go up with their achievement, kind of go down, and then they go right back up. Or they go up, lose 1/4 of what they learned that year, and then go back up. While you are thinking, consider this. The summer slide was our #1 reason for investigating year-round school. Mr. Hansen states, in Wisconsin, all kids don't just lose what they learned that year, they also lose the basics, like the multiplication table, or they come back with spelling errors. This is the key to that graph I just showed you. Year-round school, their kids go up, kind of coast during the summer, and then go right back up. Traditional, which we have right now, we go up, lose 1/4 of what we learned, and then kind of go back up. Here's our traditional calendar, what we have right now. We have 60 days off for summer vacation, 70 days of learning, 3 days off, 15 days of learning, 10 days off for a winter break, 55 days of learning, 5 days off, 40 days of learning, and then we start the new year. If we change to year-round school, this is what our calendar would look like. 30 days off for summer break, then only 45 days of learning until our next break, which is 15 days off. We get extra 15 days for a fall break. So I know we have a big hunting community, and so this would help a lot because this is during deer hunting and youth hunt. 30 days of learning, and then the same, 3 days off for Thanksgiving break, 15 days of learning, and 15 days off. So we get an extra 5 days on winter break. 45 days of learning, 15 days off for spring break, so we get an extra 10 days on that. 45 days of learning, and then we start the new year over. Let's get into some obstacles. Daycare. Right now we have the Latchkey program. And if we could take that Latchkey program, change the schedule a little bit, and have it during those big breaks, like that fall break, parents wouldn't have to, they would still have to pay for Latchkey, but at least they have time to do stuff during those breaks. Busing. I asked my busing driver some questions. Here are some of the questions. I asked her, would it give you stress not having that big break? She answered, depends on what you call stress. Her first answer, the hot heat and humidity doesn't agree with me. I get physically ill, nothing new, I've had this my whole life, even as a child. Her second answer, I take vacations in the summer. They're mostly summer related, like water parks, and they're usually 3, 4, 5 days long, so they're not too long. Third answer, I tend to relax more with the summers off than a week or 2 here and there. She answered for her fourth one. So selfishly, personally, I like summers off. Her fourth one, yes, there are those students that need this structure in classroom work all year, retaining what they learned. The next obstacle, a common accommodating sports. Right now we have cross country, I think football, and all that. If we do this, are we gonna have to push it back because we won't have school during that? Or will we can have bus drivers sign up to drive buses, and they can make a little extra money during that part. Different schedules than other schools. Goes along with accommodating sports. We'd be off, but another school that doesn't have year-round would be off. So we'll have to have bus drivers going here and there, driving our sports teams everywhere. Some pros. Some of the advantages are our kids would stay smarter during the school year and summer, just like I showed you on the first graph. Less stress. We have more breaks. So instead of 70 days of learning, which is a long time of learning before our next break, which is only 3 days, we could have a 15-day break in there. And both of those graphs I showed you with the traditional and the balanced, they both have 180 days of school. So when I looked on some of the teacher websites, it's legal that you have to have 180 days of school, of learning. So, less stress because we have those more breaks. Less knowledge loss because once I showed you those graphs, you lose like 1/4 of what you learned, right? So, daycare providers will have a balanced schedule. They'll have more time to kind of settle down and then get ready for that next break. Less time on icy roads for bus drivers due to all the extensions on the winter breaks. Bus drivers, every day in the winter, they're driving on icy roads, and that can endanger our students. So, with that extension on those breaks, that extra 5 days on winter break, they won't have to be driving on those icy roads and trying to control the bus. More scheduled breaks to take vacations with family or friends. So, right now, we are having kids miss out school days because we don't have a break for them to go visit family. So with that extra 5 days, they can spend another 5 days or 4 days in Fargo because their family's there. So with those bigger breaks, they can go and they can spend more Christmas with people or do things instead of having to take off school and miss class. Together, let's fight the summer slide.